Hey guys, it's me. We had a really nice evening yesterday. Um, I made hamburgers. Well, my son cooked them. We got the hamburger patties that are already into patties, and he loves those, my youngest. And so he cooked those up last night and threw some french fries in the air fryer. Um, And I had made mashed potatoes because I had some potatoes that were going to go bad. So I had to make some mashed potatoes from scratch. And so I ate some of those and they were delicious. Ugh. And yeah, I know I'm not supposed to have potatoes, but sometimes you can't help it, you know? So, yeah, so I ate some of those, and that didn't make me feel too good in the stomach area. And I have a lot of issues with my stomach or my intestines. Um, my mom has IBS, and I definitely have it too. Not as bad as hers, I think I've mentioned. And so the potatoes just were not sitting right with me. And already, so that didn't even help the situation. So when you get the burgers, like I ordered two things of them and I made them another day. But that was the day that my husband didn't come home. He was at his mom's house for dinner. And my oldest went somewhere for dinner. So I ended up not eating any that day either, which was fine. Um, and so I was like, I know I said all my recipes were going to be chicken this week, which they would be. But I also know my husband, and he would get sick of having chicken, even if it's different recipes, every single day. So I got the hamburgers out. And so I had one thing, so four patties. Um, my oldest was home, so he decided he did want one. Because he's kind of back and forth on if he wants meat or not. So he did want, sorry, I'm listening. My oldest is awake. I can hear him up there. Anyways, he decided he wanted one. My youngest wanted one, and he was kind of upset because he didn't get more than one. I think last time he ate three. Um, and my husband was like, "How many do I get?" And I'm like, typically I would say one, right? Because there's one for each of us, right? But I was like, you know what? I'm not going to eat mine. You can have mine. Of course, my youngest was upset about that because he didn't get it. So, but of course, dad works. Dad's always out of the house. So he needs, that extra. And he's a grown up. Um, so they ate french fries. I didn't eat anything after I ate the potatoes. So I was sitting here relaxing, and my husband and I started working on our couples workbook that I got for us. And he said, "Do you want a milkshake?" And I'm like, I don't know. My stomach was already, well, like I said, but sometimes having like milk products will help it, including ice cream sometimes. So I'm like, yeah, sure. And this isn't his fault, but we ordered from a place that probably no one's heard of unless you're in the same state I am. Um, so he's like, "Do you want a 32 ounce or a 42 ounce or something like that?" And I'm like, I didn't know what sizes that meant, right? And I'm like, oh, I'll take the 32 ounce because it's smaller than what the other one. So when I got here and I saw how large It was. I'm like, oh, that's huge. Like, and so he gave it. I didn't say anything. Then he went and ordered my kids like a big thing of like just vanilla ice cream, for them to eat, and so like just from the local grocery store. And I was like, oh my gosh, because I ordered chocolate with cookie dough. Oh my gosh, guys. So I'm eating this thing, and I don't want to look at him and be like, I cannot eat this. I mean, he just spent his money on this, and I can't even imagine how much it cost because again, it was huge. I mean, if you know how big 32 ounces are, I just didn't register because I was working on workbooks and just relaxing. So I didn't even, guys, I forced myself to eat a lot of that. And when I say forced, I mean forced. So I've been going through, it's funny because my son, he has an endless stomach. That kid can eat. Of course, he's a teenage boy. My oldest, he's my one who he loves to eat, don't get me wrong, but he also worries about his weight. And he's not a big kid. If you guys saw him, um, he never took after me, thankfully. But my youngest, I think you guys maybe saw him in a video. One time, I think at a mall, he takes after me with his weight and everything. So, but yeah, my youngest can eat. I'm sitting there and I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know if it's my age, what it is, okay? But I can go through where I overeat, and I probably still overeat, honestly, because I don't measure. Again, you guys know me, I don't measure. um, and I can definitely overeat if it's something good. I go back for seconds and thirds, right? Not always, but I'm just saying, I could. And lately I go through periods where I don't want to eat. And what I mean by that is like I'll get up and I maybe have yogurt for breakfast. Or I don't eat breakfast at all. And so basically I'm fasting, from whenever I last ate till I eat again. And then most of the time I won't have lunch. Sometimes I'll have something small. Like if I have a sandwich, for example, I don't always put cheese and mayonnaise or, things. So it's just bread and meat, basically. Just because I know I should eat. And so then for dinner, now dinner will usually be my biggest meal that I eat just because it's probably some kind of recipe that I threw together or, by then I'm like, hey, I didn't eat much, I'm hungry. So it is my biggest meal that I will eat. But yeah, so I've been going through that. And my son makes fun of me because I get so full easily nowadays. And so whenever I order, say, fast food, I will get food for me that I never finish. And then, he's like, did you finish eating your chicken nuggets? I'm like, no, I'm full. Because he has taught me, it takes a 16-year-old to teach me. Like if I do get french fries, which I haven't been ordering french fries because, first of all, I'm not finding them very good lately. But second of all, if I get those, then I won't finish my sandwich or my chicken nuggets or whatever it is. So, But yeah, he'll come down, he'll be like, did you finish your chicken nuggets? Because he wants what's left, of course. So I'm forcing myself, literally, to the point that I am so sick, it's not funny, to eat this ice cream. Because, like I said, he spent probably a fortune on that size. And I feel bad when I do that. And so I think I had maybe that much left. And I finally called my son and I was like, I cannot, I'm gonna vomit. I was so sick last night, um, that I could not go to sleep. Finally, I don't want to say my stomach kind of did settle finally. Um, if it didn't, I was gonna go make some peppermint tea because that does help your intestines. But it did settle finally. Um, it was horrible. So this morning when I got up, like, have you ever been so full? It's like you can feel it. It's like up in your chest almost, like, you're so full. And I that's how I felt. I don't know how I didn't vomit. It was it's just horrible. And then so later my husband realized I didn't have the cup anymore. And so he realized I gave it to my son and he said, um, well, if I would have known that, I would have gotten you a small. You didn't offer me the small. I didn't know they had a small. Because some places don't. They only have like two sizes. Um, yeah, the small would have been a great idea for me. He knows that I usually, well, he doesn't pay attention, or he would know that I don't eat that much anymore. Not like I used to, at least. Maybe a lot for the rest of you, but not like I used to. Um, Everything just makes me full. I'm even the type of person that, like, if I order fast food, I'll be like, oh, let me get this meal, but then add an extra cheeseburger or two cheeseburgers. I can't eat like that. Why do I add the extra food? Because I guess I'm always scared that I'm going to be hungry. But I know that if I don't eat it, someone else will. So it does still work out around my house. But I always add extra food. Like I'm still going to be starving. Um, and I can barely make it through the meal anymore. Like I said, at dinner time is kind of when it catches up that you're like, oh, I didn't eat much. But I don't, so then I do enjoy an actual meal, but not always. So this morning I get up and I felt fine, but I didn't eat because I didn't, like most of the time I get up, I'm not hungry. And so, not anymore. I don't know. So I got up and got my, did what I needed to do with my, son. And I just started not feeling good again, like my intestines. And so I'm like, okay, maybe I need to eat something. So I made, and don't make fun of me. A lot of my friends make fun of me. So I will eat frozen waffles. So like the ones that are already made, Eggo, Lego, whatever they're called. I will eat them frozen. And my friends think I'm insane. But I did put some just regular plain waffles in the toaster. And typically I don't eat waffles, but they were there. They're frozen, they're already made. I don't have to think about it, right? And that's what gets people in trouble. But and I ate a couple of those. And my stomach's not feeling the best still. So, I didn't put syrup and butter. I never, I don't know if I've ever, like, yeah, I mean, of course, I know that people do it. I'm not one of those people. I eat my waffles plain. I don't put syrup and butter and all that stuff on it. It's funny because obviously something made me heavy, right? Um, and I do overeat. I know that. Um, in my life. But I don't eat, like, I don't put butter and stuff on my pancakes or my waffles. I don't do that kind of stuff. I don't use a lot of butter on anything. So, yeah, so I don't know. I don't use a lot of that stuff. But I will talk to you guys later. Bye.